Welcome everybody to our monthly video. This is Ryan. I'm Tom. We're going to talk today about how to give money to your kids. And
What have you typically seen from some of the parents and grandparents that we have as clients?
they don't give significant amounts, but then some give money that they don't have. They barely have enough to get through their retirements. A lot of times, kids make a lot more than their parents ever did, and the parents don't know it. For instance,
Happens all the time.
you got a guy who retired 30 years ago. He thinks real income is $50,000. The kid's making 150 to 200,000, and they're making gifts at this level.
So you're saying that a $2,000 contribution into a college savings account won't pay for tuition?
No, they don't realize that when their kid went to school, it was $4 or $5 grand for college. Now it's 40 to 60, and you can go higher too. It has to be a significant amount. And also that 529, it's a great tool. I had a person who, couple of grandkids, and they're minimally funding their 529. I said, why don't you max out? Well, they don't understand that 529 for the grandkid, basically you put it in there, you max it out, it grows tax deferred. And what's the max on 529?
I think it's 18,000 so far this year.
Right.
It goes with whatever the gift tax is. And they've improved the 529s as far as now you could fund Roth IRAs for the child if you wanted to, up to certain maximum amounts. So there's a lot of different options out there.
But $2 grand is not going to do it.
Correct. $2 grand will not do it.
I call it book money. Here's the other big part. Most of your kids have been taught finance from where? I heard was that most of the kids today are learning their financial brain power from TikTok, or they learn it from Cheddar News. That's the other beautiful place. So parents are notoriously not very good at teaching their kids about financing, about budgeting, about what you should be spending. What about a kid that gets a job and has no idea how to do their 401k?
That's most of them. They don't know what a match is. They don't know what vesting is. They don't know what the difference between a target date fund and a money market fund. And a lot of those children need to be aggressively investing, aggressively invested. That way they have something
They
at
don't
the end
need
of it.
the perfect fund in the beginning?
You just got to put it in. It's more, the calculation is more of how much you put in than what the type of rate of return is. Now that's important too, but you can't get there without putting the money into it. I've also seen individuals jump from one position to another at different companies, and they miss the vesting schedule because they don't know what it is. And if they just stayed a couple of extra months, they could have gotten the company match, but it goes away if they don't stay long enough.
What about jobs? Do you see kids with jobs anymore?
No, I just don't see it to the level that.
I remember at 14 running a snowblower business. You just don't see kids doing that anymore.
I pumped gas in the great state of New Jersey.
What about the trades? Where are they at?
Yeah, I think trades are important. I have a lot of friends that are in the trades and they do really well.
Does a plumber make more than a college grad?
Most
do.
do. Yeah, most do. It's that whole Dirty Jobs show.
Mike Rowe.
Yeah, it's a great alternative, and a lot of times you see kids go, they spend a couple years in college and drop out, or
they don't
stop
know what
going.
their major didn't work out to what they thought it would.
They didn't like school to begin with, but then they are almost forced to go to college, and then they don't, and then they take a different road. It would be much better for them to figure out what else is out there besides college.
What about the kids that do have jobs though? What do they do with their money?
They should have at least
different
buckets.
What do they do?
Oh,
with
what
their
they
money?
do they do with their money? They're already thinking of how they're going to spend it on the weekend before it's even earned, and they don't even know about taxes yet. So when they get their first paycheck, there's often a huge surprise that, hey, my $500 paycheck is only $300. Why is that? So what can clients do if they have any questions about teaching their kids about money?
Dave Ramsey has some stuff that all day long, he has great, when he gets people on the line, sometimes it's fun to watch. And Mike Rowe talks about how he went around the country for years in that show, found jobs that were making six figures plus, and nobody wanted to do them.
And we also have some checklists too that we'd be happy to share with you if anybody wants them. Lists for financial items to share with your kids, or top 10 mistakes inheritors make. Those are some other resources that we'd be happy to provide you with.
So if you need anything, you know where we are. We'll see you next month.
Thank you.